Our first exploration of geometry brings us to the individual tree. Oftentimes, foresters are interested in determining how much of the larger forest is occupied by tree stems. And if you know the overall acreage of the forest that you're working in, you can determine how much of that acreage is occupied by individual tree stems. I want you to think of each of the trees that surround me as an individual cylinder. If you have a cross section of that cylinder at breast height, roughly 4 to 4.5 feet off the ground, you have a circle. And we can determine the area of each of those circles, each of those cross sections of all of those cylinders surrounding me. Determination of that area, the area of that circle, that cross section of a cylinder, is called basal area. You can determine the basal area of each individual tree, and that basal area is going to be expressed as square footage or square feet. And the units for basal area when extrapolated to the entire forest is going to be expressed as square feet per acre. So what we can do once we establish a radial survey plot, and again we'll explore radial survey plots a bit later, you can determine the basal area of each of the large trees in your research plot. Add those up and you can have square feet within your research plot, and then you can extrapolate that from there to the larger acreage and express your basal area as square feet per acre. And we'll run through an example of that in a few moments. But first, we have to go to the individual tree and determine its basal area. Okay, so again, to determine basal area, we needed to measure the individual tree directly. Namely, we measured its diameter. Recall from a past module that measurement of the tree's diameter was also useful in some cases when we were interested in determining the tree's age. More specifically, diameter and subsequently radius was useful if we did not reach the tree's pith or the tree's center with our increment borer. So, determination of the tree's diameter and its radius is useful for many reasons.